Hey guys, today's video we are going to be talking about a very important subject. We're going to be talking about justice. Justice by definition is the quality of being just, righteousness, equitableness, if I'm pronouncing that right, moral rightness, and just means guided by truth, reason, justice, and fairness. We live in a country where justice is not the order of the day. We live in a country where injustice and oppression are the order of the day. We are suffocating in oppression and injustice. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Millions and millions of us all over the world and in this country cannot breathe. Mike Brown, Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Freddie Gray, Nisha McBride, Sandra Bland, Eric Garner, Jonathan Ferrell, Sean Bell, John Crawford, Jordan Davis, Denise Stewart, Rosen Miller, Darius Simmons, Tahir Rice, just to name a small percentage of the atrocities that happen daily. So what can I do? What can you do? What can we do to make our stance in the face of oppression and injustice clear? To actively make effective and strategic movements toward putting death, oppression, and injustice we see and experience. Economic boycott. We intend to boycott Christmas, but not Jesus. First call to action from the massive gathering on 10/10/15, Justice or Else, was the nationwide boycott of the holiday spending season, beginning with Black Friday, November 27th. Justice or Else address, Minister Farrakhan, quoting Martin Luther King Jr., said, "We have to find a way to redistribute the pain." He talked about going to businesses that benefited from Black dollars, and he said we have to now withdraw our economic support so that those who give us pain can receive some pain in return. Minister Farrakhan in various cities around the country leading up to 10/10/15 said the plan for economic success had been laid out by civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King shortly before he was assassinated. Redistribute the pain Blacks suffer because of injustices in America, particularly the extrajudicial law enforcement and vigilant killings of their men, women, and children. You're either going to treat us right or we're going to withdraw from you our economic support. We intend to boycott Christmas, but not Jesus, Minister Farrakhan said. We choose not to spend dollars on Black Friday, Black Saturday, Black Sunday, Black Monday. We are not going to spend our money for the rest of that year with those companies that we have traditionally spent our money on. Up with Jesus, down with Santa. Black Friday, we won't be there. We can't just complain about it and talk about it and feel bad about it, or even just pray about it. We have to pray because that's important, but we have to get up and work. And so all of our goals, all of us who understand that oppression and injustice and lack of freedom and lack of equality is wrong, must be found and must be willing to give up our life. That means giving the life that you have, the time that you have, the resources that you have, your body, your energy, exerting it into the effort of bringing up justice. There's a famous quote that I'm going to paraphrase that basically says that justice is not something that's just willingly given by the oppressor, but it must be demanded by the oppressed. Not by gifts. We are boycotting against holiday spending. We're not saying that we're boycotting Christmas. We're not saying that we're boycotting the holiday of Christmas, but Christmas is a holiday celebrating Christ, right? Celebrating Jesus. And we live in a country where that has been commercialized, and today it's all about Santa Claus. And so we actually so we have children and everyone worshiping Santa Claus when that's not what Christmas should really be about. To my understanding, it's about family. To my understanding, it's about Jesus. To my understanding, it's about love, and it's about sharing and bringing forth that love and representing Christ and Jesus and those things that he stood for. But see, none of those things include a ton of gifts. And if you do want to buy gifts, that's not an issue. You can buy them from small businesses and black businesses. We have to hit them where it hurts. We have to redistribute the pain. We must propose and demand that there be justice, or else. One of those or else's is an economic boycott. Money matters. Money matters to them. Money matters to this government. Money matters to this country. And money matters to these corporations. And so we must show in our unity and in our standing that if our lives don't matter, neither do our dollars. Mrs. Farrakhan said that if our lives don't matter, then neither should our dollars. And we have to stand up for that. We must stand for that. We must stand behind that. And we must continue to, and we must push that. And so that's why I'm making this video, to let all of you who maybe watch, who watch my channel, who watches my videos, to know that support this movement. You should be tired of the oppression and injustice that we face in this country. And if you're tired, and if you're truly tired, then that means that you must commit yourself and you must do something to bring about the change that you feel and know is necessary. So don't you dare tell me that these issues don't matter. Don't you dare tell me that my voice and my actions don't matter. Don't you dare tell me that your actions and your voice doesn't matter. Don't you dare tell me that with our unity together that we can't bring about the change that we need. Let's not act like our boycotts in the past and in history haven't been successful, because if you open up your history books, you'll see that they were. Hey, just look at the Montgomery bus boycott. Just look at the University of Missouri and the football players who stopped, who refused to play until the president who allowed so many racial issues on the campus to go unnoticed and go unaddressed, until they said they would stop playing, until he resigned. They stopped playing, and within 36 hours he resigned. That's called determination. That's called economic boycott, because those football players and that team, I know, you know, we all know, bring a lot of money into that institution, and that was just an issue that they didn't want to deal with. And so they got what they wanted. And if you're not, so I want to give you some forward steps. Personally, if you're interested in joining the movement and being a part of the movement, and you know that this is that these forward steps we need to take, then what you can do is personal. I'm going to read these for you. 1, join us by texting unity to 99000 so you can get updates. 2, don't shop this holiday season. 3, post on social media with the hashtag justice or else and hashtag redistribute the pain. 4, tell 15 friends, don't shop. So those are personal things you can do. Now, for local organizing committees, 1, you can build a team and organize. 2, you can create a directory of small businesses, of black-owned businesses that we can support during this boycott instead of mass merchants. 3, outreach. So you can do outreach to be able to spread the word about this boycott, so more and more and more and more people can participate. Our unity is the key. And 4, you can get to social media and you can spread the word. Now, if you're on a college campus like I am, and I have a lot of work to do with my peers in terms of bringing these things into action, but the first thing that we can do is build a team and organize. The second thing we can do is host events. The third thing we can do is student outreach, so reaching out to our peers, reaching out to fellow students. The fourth thing we can do is social media. And now there are also extra things. So for campus, not only can we build a team and post on social media, we can make class announcements. We can get organizations to endorse our efforts. We can send email blasts to endorsing organizations. We can visit other dorms and door knock and let them know. We can print flyers and tables. So there are so many things that we can do, and there are so many things that that we can do. And so we gotta, this is our time. This is our time, and this is our time to make a statement. So don't think that just because you don't address racism, that racism doesn't exist. Don't think that ignoring racism makes racism disappear, because it won't. And don't think that because you're not furthering racism that you're in some way making things better, because you're not. You're being neutral, and being neutral is not good. You have to choose a side, and you have to choose a side. And if you're for justice, then you and we both have to be found being able to do the things necessary to demand that justice. And so I want to quote Desmond Tutu again. He said that If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If an elephant has its foot on the tail of a mouse and you say that you are neutral, the mouse will not appreciate your neutrality. So I hope that these words resonated with you. I hope that all of these things made sense. I'm going to link tons of stuff in the description box below. All the information that I can share with you that can help you moving forward with the Justice or Else movement, because it was not a march. It's a movement. And because it's a movement, that means we have to move. And so I hope that you will join me in moving forward to make a difference in the world that we live in. So, God willing, I will talk to you guys later in my next video. Bye.